Chainlink price update for Friday, December 6th. Going into the weekend, we're at $24. What do we want to watch for? I'm glad you asked. Let's start off on the 4-hour chart. So we're really zoomed in here. What to watch for the next couple of days, the weekend, like we've said. So let's get right to it. We are now underneath and holding this medium Bollinger Band as resistance. That's the negative, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to reject down anymore. But you can see this move up here, right? This big explosive move, right? We had. Now we're coming down. This is flag formation into a bull flag, and this should bounce. However, it cannot go lower than this close in order to confirm that. And it's starting to fall apart because we've closed a couple of candles under this 21. That's typically not what you want to see. So if we move lower, we have a support zone here, which will be more evident as we zoom out. So this is what we want to hope for going into Saturday, Sunday. If you're watching this, are we up at 25 or higher? Or have we crept under 23 and likely going to fall into this zone around the low 20s? Okay, so that's what to watch for. Looking at our indicators, right? We're losing a little bit of strength, right? This is typically where we gain strength, and you can see us falling below the strength level here. Okay, that's just the 4-hour. Our momentum is also gone, right? The stochastic, it's out. So we need to hold this level. It's very critical. And you can see even further evidence that the bulls and bears are fighting very closely right now. Okay, that's the ADX and DI. And what we want to watch for going into the weekend on our MACD, our momentum, we need the bulls to get this back. So we need to see this rounded, right? You can see this going into today, tomorrow, Saturday, even into Sunday. Right? We'd want to see this close back up as well. We want to see this cross again and go like that. Yeah? Okay. So that's what we're looking for on this super short 4-hour time frame for the next couple of days. Now let's zoom out to the daily chart. Now this looks a little bit better, right? You can see us the big move out, flag formation. Again, check on closing prices, right? Bull flag looks great. Holding the upper Bollinger Band above all moving averages, above our bigger consolidation zone, our resistance zone that we broke. Hopefully going to flip that to support. That's what we want to do. Hold the EMA 8 and then you get a big explosive move. Come back down, hold the EMA 8 and then continue, rinse and repeat. Daily moving average. Our next target is for Fibonacci extension $32. So based on our March highs to swing lows of August, that's our next level. If we zoom out even more, we have a macro level at the 618 here. Excuse me. Let's look at the proper levels. We want to always double check that those numbers seemed off, right? And you have to have this on log scale. So if your Fibonacci's aren't adding up, you have to let's look at this, right click this, look at settings, scroll all the way down, fib levels based on log scale, right? Okay, it's not enough to have that. You must be on log scale, as you just saw. That can really sway the difference. So if you don't know now, you know, right? So phone's going off the hook. So Fibonacci is key and crucial to have it correct. So if hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Okay, so now going into the daily, let's zoom out to, how about the 3-day? Let's take a visit there. How's our Gaussian channel looking? It's way below us. Still red, but we're well above it, so we don't need it right now. We're above our resistance zone, the 618 at $24, right? That's kind of where we want to hold, $20. And right now we're at 24, so we still got some leeway. The previous high breakouts, again, put it on closing prices. High close. As long as we stay above 20, 21, we're bullish. Don't lose hope just yet. Even if we start to fade a little bit, go a couple of dollars down, right? We looked at the short time frame. That's why we started there. When we have these explosive moves up 160+% inside of a month, you're allowed to take a little bit of a break. So this zone, after we were above it, that's our main goal for the weekly. Let's look at the same zone on the weekly scale. If we can somehow close above the 1 here, which our previous high wick, 2287, that'd be a huge win for Chainlink. And then we see our targets here at 3155. These are the accurate ones. If you have this on log scale, always double check that and make sure you're doing it correctly. Hopefully that helps somebody out if your fibs aren't lining up with mine, or they're just, I've always been whack. Maybe that helps you right then. Let me know in the comments if that helps you, and we can do some more teachings like that. We also focus on that in our Telegram group all the time. Setting up your charts just like mine, setting up your EMA ribbons, making sure Fibonacci's are accurate, right? That's what we're looking at. Keep you educated enough to kind of fish yourself instead of always getting fish fed to you. Okay, so 31.55, 43.53, 52. The fib extensions, if you haven't watched any of the other videos, 123 for the 2618 and the 1618 on the macro from last cycle, 225. That's Chainlink's got to get in gear if we're going to do that. Still possible, but to knock on the door of a 10x currently, we've got to, in my opinion, by the end of this year, we've kind of got to be about 30. I think we got to take out this 786, be knocking on the door of 40 in the next 30, 45 days or so if we want to see blue rocket ships up here, right? We're all in that boat. But the weekly still looks super strong. The Bollinger Bands peeling right away from each other, mouth wide open. Don't fade it, right? The macro looks great. That's what you want. You want the bigger time scales to look better than the shorter time scales. Shorter time scales looks like consolidation. Macro looks better. Zoomed out to even the monthly looks still great, right? Previous 50 EMA, this green line, held as the entire bear market as resistance, broke through. Phase 1 of the bull, throwback to September lows. Look where we held, the 50-month. Explosive move back out, the 618. We're trying to hold above that. The big stuff starts to happen in the not-so-distant future for Chainlink. The macro looks absolutely epic. The future looks bright. As far as blue, if the future is blue, it is bright. All right. Chainlink, this room's blue. Sign's blue. Flannel, sorry, I didn't put the flannel on for you today. Real busy. All right, so we got, throughout this weekend, today, I've got some just clips of videos that I put on our Telegram group. I'm going to share as YouTube videos. So if you're wondering, like, what's all these videos? I got, I think, 4 or 5 coming out between now and Saturday that are scheduled. So check those out when you can. Some random coins. I think I got a couple meme coins. I got some new ones I've never talked about before. Some oldies but goodies. Anything else you want to see? More stuff like that? Consider joining our Patreon group. You get access to requests. That's where these came from. And I make the videos. Tons of videos there every day. Talk about Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, altcoin dominance, others dominance, tether dominance, anything and everything in between. So if you want to be a part of a group for the rest of this cycle that stays updated on every step, every move, no surprises, Chainlink included, of course. Consider that. Try it out for a month. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. There's been people in there for years. Stay around. All right. Hope to see you on the next one. Let's get to our quote and card of the day. If you want to see that quote of the day, I've definitely erased it. And let's just skip to, it was terrible anyway. Let's do our card of the day. It makes up for it. I got to remove my picture so we can appreciate the greatness here. The McLaren W1, your new favorite supercar, just revealed a couple weeks ago. Replaced the old McLaren P1. Here's the rear. Absolutely epic. If you haven't seen this yet, wipe the drool from your face. All right, there's the side view. Spectacular. McLaren W1. Maybe you saw it here first. All right, I need the model car. Someone buy that for Christmas for me. Or the real one. You can just go that way. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Chainlink update. We'll do more. Get your Fibonacci's right, you sons of bitches.